Hey guys, this is Brian Mounts with turfmechanic.com. Today I want to talk to you about trace minerals, trace elements, and micronutrients, things that we can put on the lawn. Lots of people put this stuff in the garden. Probably most people put this stuff in the garden. Those of us who are really into lawn care get it on the lawn. I would be filming outside. I started filming outside today, but there's like a crazy windstorm out there. And even with my fancy little windscreen, it's just not going to sound good. So here I am in the boring looking garage. Information is still valid, so let's get into it. All right, so if you watched my video that I published earlier this week, where I did my first main fertilizer application of the year to my lawn, one of the stars of the video, in my opinion, was the azomite that I put down on the lawn. Now, a couple months ago, I woke up a very small section of my lawn in the middle of winter by doing a few abnormal things. One of those things that I did was applied micronutrients to the lawn. In fact, I applied this Simple Growth Solutions Micro Booster. Now, if you look at the label of this or any micronutrient fertilizer, you're going to see the analysis on it. This particular one includes magnesium, zinc, iron, manganese, sulfur, and that's it. That's it. That is, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 micronutrients right there. These are things that lawns and grass and plants in general need in various consistencies, or quantities, I should say. But the thing is, that's only 5. Now, if you count those 5 and then add in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, we're up to 8. Those are the major macronutrients. Then there are some like semi-major macronutrients, your calciums and irons and magnesiums. Was that on here? That is. Anyway, I mean, we're up to like borderline 10 here, and there's a few others that arguably could be considered almost macronutrients. But the thing is, there are many other micronutrients that you don't even get in these prepackaged micronutrient lawn fertilizers. So one thing that I find to be, prevalent in the lawn care space is lots of people don't understand that when you see something that says trace elements and minerals, that is a synonym for micronutrients. The thing is, the micronutrients in this are even more micro than these. Azomite has somewhere around, I don't even know what the exact number is, but it's somewhere around 70 different micronutrients are in this product. This is, when they say trace elements and minerals, this is coming from this volcanic ash eruption from eons ago. It is mined out of the state of Utah, and it contains an enormous amount of micronutrients in very small quantities. The thing is, many of these things, lawns and other plants can use and will use, and they will benefit from. Just imagine it like this. If you were to eat oranges, like literally an orange, it's really healthy. You get tons of vitamin C. You're going to get some sugars, so some carbohydrates in there. It's going to be a healthy thing to put into your body. That's kind of like fertilizing the lawn with a balanced NPK fertilizer. You're getting good stuff. But can you imagine what your life would be like if you only ate oranges? I have no idea what that would be like, but it would probably be pretty weird, and something going on in my body would start getting affected by the lack of all of the other nutrients that oranges don't have. That's why we put stuff like this down. Now, we can put NPK fertilizers down in the lawn. We can even grab not trace really, but the micronutrients and apply that to the lawn. But under the best of scenarios, what are we only applying? Like maybe 8, 9, 10 to 12 nutrients onto the lawn on any given, growing season. When we apply something like azomite, we're getting a ton of stuff. Many more things than we can even purchase individually. And many things in there that we don't even understand how the plants use this to perform better and to stay healthier. Now, this I keep raving on the azomite. Azomite is not the only one. Here I got a couple other options here. Green sand is another option. This is a marine sediment layer. I want to say that this comes out of kind of the New Jersey area. It might be mined from other places. Green sand is another mineral deposit that contains a ton of micronutrients or trace elements. I want to say it's somewhere around 35 to 40 of them are in green sand in various quantities, and it probably is going to vary depending on the source material, like where the material is sourced from. You might think, oh, there's only 35 here, but there's like 70 here. Why would you buy this at all? Well, green sand also has some additional benefits for soil conditioning. So if you've got really heavy clay soil, you can add green sand into it and it will loosen it up a little bit. If you've got really sandy soil, like magic, it does the opposite. It will actually help bind those sand particles together, that sandy soil together, and prevent some of the leaching that tends to happen in sandy soils. It's a good it's a good soil conditioner. It even holds a good amount of weight, a good amount of water by volume. Like like 5 pounds of this will hold like something like 15 pounds of water, or something pretty close to that. So this is an excellent option. Now I've applied this to my lawn as well, kind of over on my side yard, over by the dogs. If you're a longtime watcher of this channel, this I've applied everywhere, and I just did that this week. This is another product, langbeinite. It's another mineral, but this one doesn't have a ton of trace elements in it. It's only got a few major ones. The big one is potassium. This is a naturally occurring source of potassium. And I want to say this is mined out of kind of the New Mexico area. If you need potassium, you're going to get it in this. You're also going to get magnesium. So if you're in a situation where you're frequently putting dolomite down, dolomitic lime on the ground, where you're getting calcium and magnesium, this is a product that if you apply it because you need more potassium, you're getting the magnesium. So you can switch over to like a calcitic lime because you're getting magnesium in this. A pretty good healthy dose. I want to say something like 10% of this is magnesium. What I'm trying to get at in this video is when it comes time to fertilizing with micronutrients, you can buy dedicated micronutrient lawn products, but things like this, although they're probably not going to be as fast acting, well, this might be fast acting in terms of the potassium, but in terms of this, it looks like sand, like coarse sand. It's going to get incorporated into the soil and slowly change the consistency, change the nutrient density of your soil over time. Putting this down, you're probably not going to see an immediate benefit, but if you're putting a small dose of this down regularly, for me, my plan is to do this every single time I core aerate, because after I core aerate, the soil is loose and I can incorporate it further into the soil, deeper into the soil, and it will really assimilate in there a lot better. This is a long-term solution. This is something that actually doesn't even cost all that much, considering how much you get. I wish I could remember the price tag. It was here, I don't know, it's something like $35 to $40 for this huge 40-pound bag, 50-pound bag. As opposed to buying products like this that that require, liquid spreaders. You need a liquid pump sprayer to be able to put that on the ground. Now, there are some other granular products out there that you're going to get a good mix of trace minerals or micronutrients. But this and this combined are spectacular. They cover the board. Now, you don't want to over apply these things because like any good thing, you don't want to have too much of anything in your soil. You just want to slowly improve the soil structure over time in your lawn. Langbeinite is a product that I might be experimenting with as a way of getting some potassium on the lawn. I probably won't be doing too much of it because I probably don't need so much magnesium. But if you are regularly applying dolomite to your lawn, this is an option that will get you that same magnesium influx. I want to say it's about the same percentage. Dolomite is like 10% or so magnesium, and this is around 10% as well. I'll be experimenting with this a little bit. Now here I got a couple other products. I just wanted to let you know this right here. This is kind of like an NPK plus micronutrients. This is another product that I have used on my lawn before. This one has a small percentage of NPK plus some micronutrients, but again, you're only getting iron and manganese in this along with the NPK. There are other things that we put on the lawn that don't fall into this category. And I've got this here just as one example because there are many others. You could throw in humic acid, sea kelp. This right here is Cytogrow. This is a product that I'll be putting on the lawn very soon. This includes hormones called cytokinins, which the plant, in our case grass, is going to use to stimulate further root development. Now, I think that this is going to be an amazing product, something that I'm very excited to throw into the lawn. And it's also part of my root development strategy, which I'll link to down below. I've got this monster kind of course over on my website that you can take a look at for root development. This is part of the plan, but these do not fall into the trace mineral, trace element category because they're hormones. They are not minerals, they're not elements, they're not nutrients. They are biostimulants. I just wanted to throw that out there. It's kind of in the category of humic acids. They help the plant perform better without actually nourishing the plant. Interesting concept. Anyway, I want to leave it at that. I just want you to understand that trace minerals and elements is basically the same thing as micronutrients, except for there's way more micronutrients in a bag of this or a bag of this than there is in a jug of micronutrient lawn food. Take that for what it's worth. Hope to see you in another video down the road. Take a look at some of the links in the description. They are relevant and they will help you out. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you in the lawn in the next video.